So yes, my name is Anubhav Kashyap, and I am in IITH doing Masters in Research as an RA in Communication Signal Processing and Learning branch. I was I got my admission here in summer this 2025. So from my experience, I can tell you how MTech research works in IITH and how the shortlisting to admission, how these things work. So yes, MTech RA is a 3-year master's program where 1 year of coursework and 2 years of research work is there. Generally, you complete your coursework in within this 1 year of time, and plus 2 years you have been doing all your research work. Okay, so like it's a departmental overview, 485 students and all. You can read about this. I'm not just spending my time over here. So here in winter they are giving two broad specialization, which is communication signal processing and learning, and second one is microelectronics and VLSI. So for the communication signal processing and learning perspective, I can tell you about my interview experience and how you can prepare for the communication department. And for the MVLSI, I can also tell you because I went to the ICMP interview, which was the same panel for the MVLSI in the summer. So so the MTech RA program is a like it is a research or assistant oriented person as a like a degree. So in this like MTech RA for the communication signal processing it EC only, and for the VLSI you can go for the gate code of EEC, IN and PH like physics. Okay, and for the most of the like who who are going here like coming here for the for through gate. So there will be written test and interview, which will be tentatively in the December 25 because most of the like January our semester is coming. So you will be doing the second semester with us. So I can tell you about the communication signal processing and the microelectronics perspective, what you can expect from the written test if it occurs. Mostly from my seniors, I have get to know that the in winter there mostly not a good like a huge number of people there, so they probably not be taking a test, but you should be like prepared for all the cases. So I will tell you how return test works here and what kind of question they ask and how the interview works. Okay. So in return test for the communication signal processing, you can expect from the random variable, gate syllabus, random variable you can expect, basic like gate mathematics is must. Gate mathematics should be there, will be there in the examination. The like the signal plotting, like basic geometrical plotting and etc, like mod x plus mod y equal to 1 graph, like you have to like directly plot something like this, and you should be ready with this signal and system properties. Signal system properties like LTI signal, is this like superposition occurs or not, periodic, aperiodic, all this system parameter, you should be good with this. The kind of question can be asked. It's a what in my like in the summer it was a subjective test. Okay, and it is done like you can expect these kind of things in the written test. And for the MVLSI, they came up with in summer they came with circuits and network one paper, and the fabrication they came up with the two. They gave us a choice, whichever you want to write you can write, and if you're good at one you can choose one and give the test, and if you got a good marks and you're above the short like a cutoff, you will be called for the interview. Same for this. Okay, for I chose the fabrication part because it's an objective exam. I was very like I was confident in the fabrication because most of the questions was from the semiconductor physics, and like question will be most of the time like thermal voltage question and Fermi level questions, basic Fermi level gate level questions of EDC, and the EDC is also a must, will be there. Some fabrication questions from the like lithography, monolithography, and all that etching fabrication processes which you have learned in your undergrad. It can be asked in the fabrication. For this circuits and network, it will be like analog electronics most, and like digital will be asked a little bit, but it will be a subjective exam, and this will be an objective for the fabrication, which I remember from my time. Okay, this is about that written test, how written tests work here. Like if you you qualified for the written test and you have the good marks and you above the like cutoff, like you will be called or the interview on the same day in the afternoon. Okay, we will call the interview. For the interview in CSPL, this communication signal processing and learning, uh, I had a panel 1 and a panel 2. Okay, for the panel 1 and the panel 2 discussion. For the panel 1, it lasted for like 10 minutes. They asked for the my topic, am I comfortable in linear or the probability? I said linear. So they asked the question from the rank nullity theorem, basic, and you should be good at it, how this rank nullity theorem works and all. They asked me the find the rank of this matrix, find the rank of this, and how rank nullity theorem proves and all. Okay. So I went again for like I went outside, and then there were panel 2 discussion. In the panel 2, they didn't ask me any choice like linear or probability. They just directly went to the probability. So probability, they asked me the probability, they asked me like the case, like I want to know the probability that the case that the experiment should have the head for the first time, like head. If the head comes, the experiment will stop. If the head doesn't come, it will go on, like th, like it's a tail head, like head comes, it is over, like this. They want to ask how. So from my experience, I will tell you, just focus on the concept. Don't try to be like going to the answer. They just want to know how you approach the concept, like how you approach the question, because they have already judged your ability of solving the question in the written test. Now you are done with the written test. They know that you know the concept, but you know need to show them how this approach is working. You need to show them how this thing works. What is the approach? Because anyhow you will get the answer if you're going with the right concept or a right approach. Okay, they will just want to know is your approach is right or not. It really doesn't matter if you get the answer correct or not. They just want to know their ability, how to solve the question. Okay, this was the my interview for the CSPL, and from the panel 2, I was from panel 2, I got like one guy shortlisted me for his to be taken as an RA under him. So yes, the probability needs to be very good in this like panel, like interviews. Probability and linear algebra is must for the interviews. For the communication signal processing, like this micro VLSI, I was called for the interview. They asked me like they were said like you are the highest scorer for the ICMP, though we will go very tougher to you. Like they asked directly what is the dangling bonding. Okay, they asked me the what is dangling bonding. I didn't know anything about the dangling bonding, so like I was like for a moment stuck. They just wanted me to kind of get a reaction how I react to this. Then I said like I don't know about this. They explained me, but here the catch is like they will give you hints to catch and move ahead. So they explained me what is a dangling bonding, and they just said to me now like form a MOSFET and start etching. Show me how this fabrication works on the MOSFET. Okay. If you have chosen fabrication, then be ready for the fabrication question to be asked in the VLSI. Okay. Same goes for if you have chosen circuits and network like as a paper in this, then be ready for the questions of circuits and networks mostly. Okay. So they asked me to like form a MOSFET and start performing the fabrication process. First etching, photolithography, and all how this fabrication works. So be good at it. They don't expect anything like why, how would I know? Because you have been read this thing in your undergrad. So they will be expect these kind of things should be expected from you. Okay. This VLSI thing is like this. The dangling bonding they asked when they asked me to like the Fermi level questions, like what is the like what energy one question if I remember from that, what amount of energy is required for the electron to be out of the energy zone, or something like that. So you should be good at this, and Fermi level EDC and this, it should you should be good at this. Okay, I think I have given you much of the gyan on this, how to prepare for the interview and this written test. If you have any query, just comment down, mail me, reach to me from LinkedIn. I'm happy to share and be like, I will love to share all the knowledge that I have about this net like interview, because I saw the YouTube and didn't have any videos on that. So I'm making this so that I can help you how to approach communication, signal processing, and MVLSI interviews in IITH. Thank you.